Namaskar Abhishek once again with a new episode in the series called Unlocking Stars with Abhishek. Unlocking Stars with Abhishek is a series on Brihat Parasa Hora Shastra. Brihat Parasa Hora Shastra, in short, BPHS, is one of the most fundamental, most genuine, and most authentic scripture available to mankind till today. This great scripture, this great divine science is revealed in the form of discourse between the great teacher Maharshi Parasar and his great beloved student Maitre. Through this series, Unlocking Stars with Abhishek, we are paying our humble and respectful tribute in the lotus feet of great Guru Maharshi Parasar by the recitation and commentary on verse by verse basis of this great Shastra. In the last episode, Maharshi Parasar started revealing one of the most fascinating aspects of Vedic astrology, Karkans. He started with the definition of the Karkans and then dealt with the several arrangement, several combinations of Karkans. Now he is going to bless us more in this chapter only, Karkans, Adhyaya. As usual, we will follow the footprints of Mahaguru Maharshi Parasar and sincerely watch the great discussion about the Karakans, the revelation. As usual, before entering into the Mahaguru Mahakathan, Parasar Mahavakya related to Karakans, we will bow down to Adi Guru, Jagat Guru, Guru of the Guru, Lord of the Lord, Dev of the Dev, Sri Mahadev first. Take his blessings first. रुद्रं पशुपतिम् आस्थानुं नीलकण्ठम् उमापतिम् नमामि शिरसा देवं किं नो मृत्यु करिष्यति नो मृत्यु करिष्यति नो मृत्यु करिष्यति. जय गुरुदेव. हर हर महादेव. हर हर महादेव. After paying our humble tribute in the lotus feet of Sri Mahadev, we are now entering into the Parasar Mahakathan, Mahaguru Mahakathan related to Karakans. Up to verse 29, he explained, he revealed the blessings, the astrological wisdom in the last episode. Now, starting from the verse number 20, which is dealing with the inspection of the house from the Karakans. So what can be happen if said condition is coming from Karakans to second house, from Karakans to third house, fourth house, and so on so forth up to 12th house. Let's immerse कारकांश से द्वितीय स्थान का फल. Let's immerse in the verse 30. स्वासादने च शुक्रार वर्गेरस्याता पारदारिकः तयोर्दीर्घयो गतो घेयामिद आमरणम्. That is the revelation for the effect of the revelation of the effect of the second from the Karakans. So we are going back to the same example. We got a D1, and in that D1, the highest number of degrees, the maximum longitude is of moon. And if that moon is sitting in the Pisces in D9, then that Pisces is the Karakans. Now from that Pisces, we need to check the second, Asthan from that Pisces. We need to check. So we are going to check. In that case, for example, we got this situation. And here, Karkans is here. If Karkans is here, so we are talking about this house. This is the second from the Karkans, this house. We are talking this house. So Mahaguru is saying, if the second from the Karkans, if this seventh house is the Karakans, so second from the Karakans, this house. If second from the Karakans is Varga of Sukra or Mangal, Sukra Arg Varge, so Venus or Mars, if this is division of Varga of Venus or Mars, then one will be, native can be, this is the possibility. Native might have tendency to go with the other's wife. Paristhrigami, that might be a condition. That might be a condition. And if Venus or Mars is aspecting also, if Venus or Mars aspect also on that house, then Maharshi is saying this tendency of being Paradaradhika, Paristrigami, of being tendency of going with the other's wife will be continue throughout the life cycle of the native. So that is the revelation of Mahaguru Maharishi Parashara in this case. As usual, he is talking about the static promises. Static promises means you cannot see one verse and just go and tell something. You have to see the chart in holistic manner. This precaution I'm always time and again putting. That's very important. Now more revelation is coming. Next revelation is coming through the verse number 31. केतौ तत्प्रतिबन्धः सयाद् गुरौ तु त्रयेण एव स राहौ च अर्थनिवृत्तिः स्यात् कारकांसाद् द्वितीयगे. Now the same house he is talking, the same house, second from the Karakans. If Ketu is in the second from the Karakans, then the division is already that division. Maharshi started Venus or Mars division, and Ketu is sitting over there. So in this case, addiction will not prevail. Native might not be addicted of going with someone else wife for this extramarital affairs. He might be not go for that one. But on contrary, if position of Jupiter, if Jupiter is sitting there, then that might cause this evil. That can be happen. And if Rahu is there, then Rahu will destroy the wealth. Rahu cha arth nivritya. So Rahu can destroy the wealth. He's saying for the Ketu. First, he's talking about the combination, arrangement, combination. You see the Karakans, so you got a Karakans. And from the Karakans, second house you are checking. And you find the second house is the Varga of Venus or Mars. Now condition is coming. If Venus or Mars is aspecting, then that tendency of extramarital adultery will be throughout life cycle of the native. But Ketu is there. Ketau tat prabandham. Ketu will stop that. But surprisingly, Guru tu sravan evasa. Guru will inflict that evilness. On the other hand, Rahu will destroy the wealth. So these are the combination. If we see second from the Karakans. Now we are going further. And third from the Karakans, what can be happen? Mahasi is revealing through the verse number 32. Let's immerse. तृतीय आस्थान का फल स्वां सात तृतीये गे पापे जातः सुरः प्रतापवान तस्मिन् शुभ ग्रहे जातः कातरौ नात्र संशयः. Mahर्षि is saying what I am telling you, Maitre, no doubt about it. Natra sansayah. So, if this is the seventh house is the Karakans, Mahर्षि is talking about the fall of the third from the Karakans. So 1, 2, 3. Counting will start from this house only. So this ninth. Mahर्षि is saying, if a malefic, there is a malefic in the third from the Karakans. If malefic is sitting here, severe malefic, also very good. If malefic is sitting here, the native might be valorous, Sur Pratapvan, very courageous, very valorous, very strong in that sense. And if Subhgra, benefic is sitting over there, then native might be Katarau, Darpok, timid. This is the revelation that will give you nature of the native. If third from the Karakans, malefic is very good, according to Mahर्षि Parashara, as far as courage is concerned, valor is concerned. Otherwise, if benefic is sitting over there, then it is like a timid, darpok. Now Mahasi is going further. Mahasi is going further, and he will talk about fourth bhav from the Karakans. Karakans se chaturth bhav ka he's talking. He dedicates the 3 verses here. In fact, it's a 4 verse, but the last verse is. So verse number 33, 34, and 33, 34, and 35. 3 verses. Let's imagine the verse first. कारकान से चतुर्थ भाव फल स्वांस उच्च चतुर्थ भावे तु चंद्र शुक्र युते छिते तत्र वा स्व उच्च गे खेते जातः prasadvan bhave. Fourth house is talking about the houses also, we know. So Mahर्षि is saying, if the fourth from the Karakans is occupied by Venus and Chandradev, Chandra, Shukra, Yute, both are occupying fourth from the Karakans. Then fourth from the Karakmansa and there is a possibility native might build prasad. It's a big palatial house. Palatial house, he's saying. He's saying if it is happening, then native might build a palatial house. The fourth from the Karkmansa, the same example we are going to have here. So in our example, this is the Karkmansa. And fourth from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Mahasi talking about this house. So we have to check this house. If in this house, Venus and Moon is there. If Venus and Moon in the fourth from the Karkansa, then native might have palatial house. It's same as when exalted planet or own sign planet in the own sign occupy the fourth house. The similar thing is giving. That planet is promising. That's why he is saying Tatra va swa uchokhete. Swa, own sign, uch, exaltation. So if own sign planet is sitting in the fourth house, or there is a planet is sitting in the fourth sign where planet is exalted, the same promise is coming as far as house is concerned. Prasad, palatial house. The same thing also, similar promise also we can have if Moon and Venus is sitting fourth from the Karmans. And now he is going further in the next verse. Sani Rahu Yute Tasmin Jatasya Cha Sila Griham Aischi Aistikam Kujketu Bhyam Guruna Darabam Griham. So if the house, we are thinking about the house, so Rahu and Saturn, Sani Rahu Yute. Now Rahu and Saturn is sitting in the fourth from the Karmansa here. Rahu and Saturn is sitting. Then native might build a house of stone. And if the Kuj and Ketu, Mangal and Ketu is sitting, then native might build a house of brick. And if Jupiter is there, then native might build a house of wood, lakari, wood. We can understand these are the potential static promises in the chart. We can check like that. And further, he is revealing more in verse number 35. Taranam tu ravina proktam jatasya bhavanam duja chandre tvanavrite dese patni yogaha prajayate. Now he is talking about the sun. If sun is there, if Ravi is there, then native might build a house of grass. It means it's in village, in rural part of India, the people are making like hut, jhopri, whose, so that is the house of the grass. Or we can translate like that. So if Ravi is there, then, and if moon be in the fourth from the Karkvans, moon is sitting in, alone moon is there. Then Mahaguru is saying the native might have union with his wife in open. So now anavrite dese patni yoga, he was talking about the sexual union with the native and the wife in the open. That Maharshi is saying. So this is the revelation of Mahaguru. If we are checking fourth from the Karkmansa, now he is going to fifth from the Karkmansa, and he is dedicating fifth from the Karkmansa for the verses from 36 to 40. Fifth from the Karkmansa, the same example we are doing, the fifth from the Karkmansa. I hope you now understand, like the same example we have the same example here. So we have this example chart, and this is our Karkamansa. So fifth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this house, you have to check this house. This house. This house is under a scanner. Now the first verse. Panchama asthana ka phal. He is checking the Panchama asthan. Panchame kujrahu bhyam chay rogasya sambhavaha. Ratrinathen dristibhyam nischayena prajayate. It's a very beautiful verse that will give you indication about the Chairog TV. If you are checking the fifth from the Karkans, if Rahu and Mangal, Rahu and Mars are sitting in the fifth from the Karkmansa, then there might be possibility of this problem, Chairog. And he is saying if there is an aspect of moon on that, Rahu and Mars is sitting in the fifth, and there is an aspect of moon on Rahu and Mars, then that will happen for sure. That is Maharshi is saying. That will give, this is the potential in the chart that might trigger if the proper dasa and transit will come. Alone a static premise can't do anything. These are the only potential. That's why I'm talking about predictive intelligence of a Falkathan Adhikari always. Now he's revealing more through the verse number 37. Ujadristau tu jatasya pitakadigatau bhave ketu dristau tu grihani jalarogo athva dija. He's saying, hey Dvis, the aspect of Mars, kuj dristau, aspect of Mars on that house. On that house, it means the fifth from the Karkans, will bring ulcer. Pitakadi, this is the related to the ulcer, a rog. And if Ketu is aspecting, he is considering the aspect of the Ketu. If Ketu is aspect on that house means fifth from Karkansa. That might cause dysentery, the disease which can be caused by using or drinking impure water, jalarogo athava dvija. So this type of problem might trigger. Now, next revelation is coming through the verse number 38. Sarahu gulke yatra bhayam shudra visod bhavam budhe paraman sachala guriva prajayate. He's saying Sa Rahu Gulike. It means Rahu and Gulik together. So Rahu and Gulik, they are in the house. They are in the house means fifth from the Karkans. Rahu and Gulik is sitting. If Rahu and Gulik are sitting there, then there is a fear. There is a fear from the mean people, low level people, and poison, Chudra, low level people, and Visu, Vis. So that fear will come. That fear will come. But Mercury, he consider Mercury also. Mercury is in the house. Budhe, Budh is there. Budh is there in the house. So native might be a Paramahansa, esoteric of the highest order, Paramhans. Paramhansascha Lagudi. That is a sect of our in our sannyasi system. The Dandi Swami. He got a stick and always traveling. The highest order of the Swami, like Shankaracharya's. So if a Buddha is there, if Mercury is there, so that is the potential in the chart. Now in the next verse, Maharishi is revealing more. If we are inspecting this house, fifth from the Karkans. Rabau Khadagdharo Jataha Kuje Kunda Yudhi Bhave Sanau Dhanur Dharo Gyato Rahu Chalo Yantrava. Now he is coming up with the sun. The sun, Rabau, the sun. So sun then Khadagadhari, he is a Khadagadhari. And Mars, he is a Kunta Yudha. So these are the special type of arms. So we can say like in this present context, like Sun and Mars, both we can have, like person might have arms. We can take any sort of arms in present context when we correct this one with the Deskal and Patra. And then Saturn, Dhanurdharo, bowman, Dhanurdharo, and the Rahu, Loh Yantravan. So Rahu is a machinist, mechanic, Rahu. And now he is talking about the Ketu. Ketau cha ghatikai yantri manavo jayate dvija. So Ketu is a maker of watchmaker. And then he is talking about the Bhargav, Venus. Bhargave tu kavir bangami kavyagyo jayate. And Venus, he might be a poet or speaker, very good speaker. That is the revelation that will give you a lot of idea about the native, about the aesthetic promises in the chart for the native. Now Karkans and fifth, still going on, Karkans and fifth. Let's immerse in the verse 41. So till from 41 to 45, he will discuss about the Karkans and fifth from the Karkans. Swanse tat panchame vapi chandrej vyamcha granthakrita sukrena kinchi duna sau tato alpayo budhena cha. He's saying like we are seeing fifth from the Karkans, that house. We know that house. We know where is the Karkans, and from Karkans to fifth. If Jupiter and Moon are in the Karkans or fifth from the Karkans in this case. So we have to check Jupiter and Moon both. or in the Karkans or fifth from the Karkans. Native might be a Granthakar, author. If Venus, in case of Venus, that make native writer not of that status of the authorship, ordinary writer is writer. And for Budhen, Buddha, Mercury, then again a writer, but lower order than Venus. So both are writer. All three combination is writer. So Chandrama and Guru, that is the writer of the great repute author. Then only Venus, then lesser than that, and only Mercury, then lesser than that. But all three combination is for writer. गुरुना केवलेनैव सर्वविदा ग्रन्थकृता तथा वेद वेदांत विचापि नवांगमी शब्दा शाब्दिको अपि सना. If Jupiter alone, Guruna kevale naiva, Jupiter alone in the house, one can be knower of everything. Sarva Vida, knower of everything. Be a writer also, and verse in the Vedas and Vedanta philosophy. But he's saying, but not a orator, not a Vyakranacharya. Sabda, na bangami, not a orator. Sabdi ko apisana, not a grammarian, linguistic. So that is the restriction on Jupiter, but otherwise, Jupiter alone is a writer and scholar and Ved and Vedant knower. Now, next revelation through verse number 43. Naiyayikaha kujenasau gyena mimansakas Sabha jadastu sanina gitagyo ravina smrita Chandrena sankhyogyah sahityagyaschа gayakaha ketuna ganitagyo asau rahuna pi tadaivacha. He is revealing all the planets one by one. So Mars, so Mars denote Nyayik. Nyayik means it's a Tark Shastra. He's a logician, Tarkic, Nyayik. And the Mercury, Mercury is follower of the Mimamsa Darshan. We got a 6 Sad Darshan in our Parampara. So Mimamsa is one of them. So if Mercury, so this native might be into it in Mimamsa, follower of the Mimamsa philosophy. That is one of the 6 school of thoughts in Indian philosophy. And Saturn is there. Sabha jadastu sanina. So Saturn is there. So in the assembly, he might be dull. He might be sabha jada. Saturn is there. And Ravi, Geet Gyo, if sun is there, so musician. And moon, now moon, Chandrena. So moon is the follower of Sankhya philosophy. Sankhya philosophy also one of the 6 school of thought and most ancient, founded by Kapil Muni. And the greatness of this philosophy you can understand only when Bhagavan announced in Gita, I am Kapil among the Muni, and I am Sankhya among the philosophy. So you can understand. So if moon is there, so Nati might be a follower of Sankhya philosophy, and Nati might be versed in Sahitya and in the singing also, Gayaki also. This combination Maharshi is talking about if these are in the Karakans as well as fifth from the Karakans. Okay. So now the next one Mahaguru is saying about the Ketu, the great Ketu. The great Ketu is making native Ganitagya, mathematician. He's he's a he's the mathematician. Here, mathematician means like a astrologer also sometimes, because Siddhanta is the main basis of the Jyotish. So Rahu or Ketu can make mathematician, astrologer, and next revelation he is revealing through verse number 45. Sampradayasya siddhiha syata guru sambandhato dvija swaya sada dvitiya taha kechita phalameva vadanti. Now his direction, he's giving direction. He's saying Jupiter, if Jupiter is related to these positions, if Jupiter is related to this position, the effect become more intensified if aspect of Jupiter is coming. Also, he is adding one from the Purvarti Acharyas, the Parampara he is adding. He is saying Purvarti Acharya said, some said, like the second from the Karakansa, also you have to think about similarly these things. Purvarti Acharya said. However, Mahasi has more focus on that one, Karakans and the fifth, that is the basis. But in the Parampara, second from the Karakansa, also you go like that, these combinations. Mahasi is indicating. Now, a lot of talk on fifth from the Karakansa, most important. Now he's talking about the sixth house from the Karakans. Sixth house from the Karakans. कारकान से षष्ठ स्थान का स्वान सात षष्ठ के पापे हर्ष को जायते कर्ष को जायते जनाः शुभ ग्रहे अलसश्चेति तृतीये अपि फलम अस्मिता. He is saying if six from the Karkamsa is occupied by malefic planets, if malefic planets are sitting over there, then native might be an agriculturist. Native might be an agriculturist. And he is an agriculturist. And if benefic is there, then that might be intensify this phalas. Again, Maharshi is saying like tritiye api phalam asmita. Similarly, you think about the third from the Karakans. Third from the Karakans also. If the Papi Graha is there, malefic planet is there, then there is a potential of doing this. Karsako, so agriculturist. Now he is revealing more. Karakan se saptam asthan ka phal through two verses. Let's come. ध्युने चंद्रगुरु यस्य भार्या तस्याति सुंदरी तत्र कामवती शुक्रे बुधे चैव कलावती. He's saying, like, if Moon and Jupiter, Dhyune Chandra Guru, Moon and Jupiter in the seventh from the Karkansa, then the Nati might have beautiful wife. Bharya tasya ati sundari, beautiful wife. And tatra kamvati sukre, if Venus is there, then he can be, wife can be kami, lustrous, lusty, sensual. And if Buddha is there, if Mercury is there, then the Nati's wife might be Kalavati. Kalavati, so versed in arts. Now he's saying in the next verse, Ravaucha swakule gupta sanaucha pi vayo adhika tapasvani rujadhya varahau cha vidva smrita. Now he's saying sun. If sun is in the seventh from the Karakans, then Nati might be confining domestic core. Confining domestic core. Swakule Gupta. So, if sun is in the seventh from the Karkansa, that give a wife confining domestic core. And if Sunny is there, Saturn is there, then a native's wife might be older than native, Bayo Adhika, higher age might be, or she's a sick wife, or she's a tapaswini, like a pious tapaswini. And if Rahu is there, then there might be possibility of having marriage with widow. So in case of sun, wife will come from the confined domestic segment only. And for in case of Saturn, Nati's wife might be older age, Nati wife might be sick, Nati wife might be tapaswani, and Rahu is there, then there is a possibility of having marriage with a widow. Now after seventh, Mahaguru is going further. Karakan se Ashtama sthan ka. So let's immerse in it. Subhaswami yute randhre swan sad dirghayuruchate. Pape chita yute alpa ayur madhyayur misradriti. So Mahasi is revealing effect of earth from the Karkansa. So we are checking earth from the Karkansa. So if a benefic, Subhaswami Yute, if a benefic or a planet owning the earth from the Karkansa, Subhaswami Yute, so either benefic planet or lord of the house himself is in the earth from the Karkansa, then the native might be long-lived. And if malefic placed there, then that malefic will reduce the lifespan of the native. Aspect and conjunction, PSE, of both the benefic and malefic will play with the longevity of the native and give medium lifespan for the native. This is the revelation of Maha for this combination. Now, he is taking Maitre For further revelation, Karakans to Navamasthana, ninth house. Let's imagine it. कारकां साच नभ में शुभ ग्रह युते छिते सत्यवादी गुरौ भक्तः स्वधर्म निरतो नरः. So if the ninth from the Karakansa we are checking, is aspected or occupied, Subh Grah Yute or Chite, aspected or occupied by benefit, then that might be truthful, Satyavadi, devotee to his Guru, Guru Bhakta, and he will intact in his own dharma, religion, Swadharma, Nirato. That is the combination. Now, further Maharshi is revealing more. Blessing is coming through the verse number 51. Let's imagine the verse first. स्वांश्च नवमे भावे पाप ग्रह्युते छिते स्वधर्म निरतो बाले मिथ्यावादी च वार्धके. He is saying if malefic, pap grahyute chite. In the first verse, he talked about the subh grahyute chite, if the benefic is sitting there or aspecting. Now malefic is sitting there or aspecting. Then what can happen? Then this native might be attached with his religion in the childhood. And as he grows, he will go to the falsehood, mithyavadi. Swadharma nirato balya. In balyavastha, in childhood, he is a swadharma nirato. As he grows, then he will go to the falsehood. And he will go to the falsehood in his old age. Now, next revelation is coming. Let's immerse in the verse 52. Navamekarakancha sani rahu yute chite gurudrohi bhavet balaha satstresu bimakho nara. Gurudrohi bhavet shastresu bimukho nara. If Sani and Rahu is sitting there or aspecting on the ninth from the Karakansa, on the ninth from the Karakansa, he will not believe in the ancient scriptures, learning, and not follow the Guru. Now further Maharshi is revealing, Karakansa cha nabame guru bhanu yute chite tadapi guru drohi syate guru vakyam na manyate. Now Guru and Sun, Jupiter and Sun are sitting there or aspecting. Then in that case, he will also not follow his Guru. He will not follow the Guru Vakya. Guru Vakyam na manyate. He will be a disobedient student. He will be a Guru Drohi. Now, next revelation is coming through the verse number 54. Karakansa cha navame sukra bhama yute chite sadvargadika yoge tu maranam paradarikam. Now Mars and Venus, Sukra Bham, Venus and Mars, they are sitting or they are aspecting in the ninth from the Karakansa. And they are joining in 6 identical vargas in Sadvargas. We will check the Sadvargas. So in that case, that native will have adultery, possibility of going with others women throughout the life cycle. To maranam par darikam. So that is the revelation. That is the revelation. Whole life. He will do like that. Now, next revelation is coming through the verse number 55. Karakan sachanab me ge indu yute chite duja. Ge indu, Mercurian moon. Pari stri sangamad balo bandhako bhavati dhrubam. So Mercurian moon, if they are, so this is the Bandhan Yoga. So there might be possibility of imprisonment of the native due to association with a female. And that female is not his own female. There might be a problem and he will go to jail. Something can be happen with this combination. Now, through the verse number 56, he is revealing, he is blessing us more predictive technique, classical Parashara techniques. नवमे केवलेनैव गुरुना च युते छिते स्त्रीलोलूपो भवेत् जातो विषयी चैव जायते. If Jupiter alone, kevalenaiva guruna, Jupiter is alone. If Jupiter is alone in the ninth from the Karakansa, or aspected or conjunction of the Jupiter alone, then native will be addicted to the women and devoted to the sensual pleasures, lustiness. He's a Visai chaiva jayate. So that is the case. Now, Karakan se dasam asthan ka Mahasi is revealing. Let's come immerse in the verse. कारकां साच दस में शुभ खेट युते छिते स्थिर वितो भवेत बालो गंभीरो बल बुद्धिमान. So if the 10th from the Karakmansa is aspected or associated, शुभ khete, with the benefit, then native have sthir vita, firm wealth, Sthir Lakshmi, and he's a Gambhir, he's a strong, he's a intelligent. Next revelation, if Malefic is coming. Dasame Karakam Sacha Papa Kheta Yute Chite Vyapare Jayate Haniha Pitri Sakhena Varjite. Now, malefic planets are sitting in the 10th house from the Karakans or aspecting the 10th house from the Karakans. Then in that case, the native, his profession, his business, is loss in business, setbacks in profession, deprived of parental bliss, happiness, pitri sakhena bargite. Now, next revelation. दसमे कारकांश्चा बुध शुक्र युते चिते व्यापारे बहुलावश्च महत कर्म करो नरः. Now Buddha and Shukra, Mercury and Venus, is sitting in the 10th house from the Karakansa or aspecting the 10th house from the Karakansa. In that case, native might have potential to have a lot of gain, profit through the business, and he will do big business, big projects. Mahat karma karo nara. Now, the last verse. Karakan sacha dasme ravi chandra yute chite guru drishta yute vipra jat ko raj bhak bhave. Now, 10th from the Karakans. If Ravi and Chandra, if sun and moon are sitting there or aspecting, sun and moon are aspecting, and there is an aspect of Guru also. So in that case, native might acquire kingdom. Jatako Raj Bhag Bhave, might acquire a kingdom. So in this manner, Karakans say Dasam Asthana. We will do, we will continue this adhyay. It's a quite long adhyay, quite long chapter. I hope you will go through these verses and apply, although Hora is applied science always. So you pick up a chart, find the karakams, see the houses, and apply this classical Parashara principle that will give you a lot of understanding. In the end, I thank you for taking part in this Jnana Yajna. May Mahadev bless you. May Mahaguru bless you. In the end, I will pray for you and I will pray for everyone through this prarthana. Om Asuto Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya Om Santi 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 Jai Gurudev Har Har Maha